Hey everyone, my name's Chant and welcome back to Planet Coaster. Today is December 14th and this is the 14th episode of Spirit of Christmas, and we're finally getting to terraforming the map that the ride will be on. And today with me is Wikz.
Hi.
So, let's see, I'm not sure we had the same vision for the map, did we? I just kind of surprised you with whatever I made here.
Yeah, basically, I mean, we did talk it through and all, like I mean, you did do what we kind of had in mind, but you just went with it.
I did. I went crazy. I said, well, if he doesn't like it, he can change it.
But of course I like it. There's not much to say.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, I was just kind of winging it. I knew the story and where they had to go, so I worked around that in a way that would allow the ride to make a full circle without it taking up excess time.
Right.
So I knew that the village was going to be basically in a valley, and at one point we'll have this beautiful shot from the ride looking down at the valley. I knew that was something we really wanted.
Yeah.
So I just kind of built up a mountain range around it. And we'll be able to put trees on there and cabins and, oh, look, trees. More trees. But we needed a space for the mushroom village, the forest, and the cave.
Yes.
So I am basically building a canyon, if you will, right next to it, where the ride will go through.
Yeah, because we didn't want to like use the entire map. Just use the basically the space we needed it for. No need to make it bigger if you can't fill them.
Exactly. We wanted to make it as cozy as we could, but still long enough for the full story.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the problem is when you build something that's way too big, you have to fill it up, and so we wanted to limit how much we had to fill up.
Exactly.
We wanted quality items, not quantity.
Nice. Yep. That is true. Oh, here you're making that little...
Mm-hmm. Here I'm just kind of making a path for the ride and kind of eyeballing it. So I made a million little caves and finally was happy with one. And... yeah, so just going with it. Like I said...
So this was in one go?
Yeah.
Like you went in there, did this and...
I did the terraforming and... like, it didn't take me very long at all. The longest part of terraforming is building up the land, because you can only work as fast as the tool in the game, and it's kind of slow.
Yeah.
So, building up the land is what takes forever.
Indeed. A lot of caves here.
Mm-hmm. And trying to make it fun pathing for the ride. It doesn't necessarily have to follow what I put down, but it's a great general guideline for it.
Indeed it is.
So I build all this, I build a hill and then put the road back. And then later on you remind me that there's supposed to be a lake in the story, right there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I end up bulldozing it and making a lake. But right here, that cave that I just made, this one, is where our ride will start, and that's where their house is going to be.
Yeah, where the station is pretty much inside the house.
Mm-hmm. So what will happen is we'll be able to just walk right into the house, and which is going to be their station. It'll look flawless with the city.
Yep, it will. Won't even.
Sorry. I put that Hearthstone house down for size reference and as well as looks, because it was kind of the village look we were going for. But it's a really big house. And granted,
it really is. Wow.
And it doesn't help that these right there that I put down are actually really small. So we need something in between.
Yep.
Yeah, so start placing houses just to see how it would look. and different styles of houses, but they go well. I can't wait to see yours in the park. Still waiting on that, Wikz.
Yeah, it's gonna come in very soon, very soon. Promise.
Promises.
I know. I have one job.
One job, Wikz. Come on. This is my 3-tier house, and I'm using it all 3 ways.
Yep, as you showed.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I think it looks great.
Yeah, it's a very clever way to have the same house, but not the same. It depends on how you place it. So super cool.
The lake made it in over there.
Oh.
I must have cut that. Oh, I think I was in the phone call with you when I made it, so I wasn't recording.
Oh, right.
Janet, where's the lake?
Oh, yep. Working on it.
I did not do a lot of terraforming other than this. And what I mean by that is the mountains are not final. They need a little work. A little bit of a facelift. But as we work on the ride and as we build the villages, like the village we saw yesterday, we will slowly work on the terrain.
Yeah, for sure. This is mainly just like a quick sketch, so to speak, right?
Exactly, just to get us rolling.
Yeah.
And right now, I'm just placing some props that I had made for this park, so that Wikz could use it or I could use it as we pass this park back and forth.
Yeah, I like these lanterns you made, or what we can call them.
Street
chandeliers. Yeah, street lights.
It's a really decorative little street light to cover up, rather to go over Main Street and to lighten it up.
Yeah.
And these were the very, very first houses I made. And they're really tiny and a little too cabiny to be in the village. So I ended up placing them up on the mountains. And
yeah, like a little mountain lodge.
Yes.
Like that.
And the beautiful crooked cabins that you made, if they don't fit in the forest, then we're going to put them up on the mountain here like this one.
Yeah, something like that. So they still have you can still see it. Because as we said, it doesn't have a purpose. It's mainly just background.
Yep.
Noise.
But it's important.
It is. It is.
Important for the atmosphere.
And I really like, even though the layout of the road and stuff you made for the village here kind of looks very square right now, but as soon as we get all the buildings in and all, it's gonna look so different. So it's gonna be very, very town with a Christmas vibe to it. So much.
I hope that it's not too square. I mean, I live in a city that's built on a grid like this. Do you?
Oh. There's a lot of city there is, so it's totally fine. It's just now because it's super open. That's more what I was meaning, saying that it feels like yeah.
It's so empty.
And there is the lake.
Yes, our icy lake. There's a layer of ice on it. It's very slippery. So
yep.
There should be warning signs, but I don't think there is.
No.
Oops.
And this lake has also, as Chan said, a very, very important part in the story. It's definitely one of the last things in the story.
It does. It plays an important role in how the characters grow and develop.
Yep.
So here's just a sneak peek of character placements. It doesn't mean that they're in their final destination, but just to get the feel of it, I put down a little forest and as well as our characters.
Yep.
So could change, could stay the same. We'll see.
Yeah. This is mainly just to give you guys like an idea of what it is we are trying to create.
Just a sneak peek.
Oh, I love when that mouth is moving. It's like blah, blah, blah.
I need to trigger him so his eyes are going the same direction. Oh gosh.
We need a gnome that says that.
We'll call it Wikz.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. Again, just placing characters in the spot where maybe that's where they will meet, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Alright, here's a quick bird's eye view of how our ride is going to work. It's going to start at the house. It's going to go on a little journey through basically a blackout cave. We'll meet the spirit at about this point and continue on our journey. This is the mushroom village that Wikz worked on yesterday.
Yep.
Next is the gnome cave, which will exit out into the fantasy forest. We'll go through a small cave and go down a hill, and we will cross the frozen lake. After which, we will traverse through the village and we get closer to home, where we will end the ride.
Beautiful.
So, yeah.
Yep.
That came together pretty quick.
It did. It really did. That was, how many hours was this?
Oh, not very long. The terraforming was quick. What took the longest time was placing down all the characters and items.
Oh yeah, I could imagine. But yeah, just imagine this whole entire area filled up with houses and just the Christmas spirit all over the place.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Alright, guys.
I'll put that house in as soon as I can.
Yes, please do. Okay, that's gonna do it for this episode of The Spirit of Christmas. Tune in to Wix's channel tomorrow for more.
Yes.
Thank you for being here, Wix.
You're welcome, it's always fun.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye now.
Bye.